right, babies. It's that time again. Oh, yeah. We finished up the book of Acts, so I didn't realize I had finished it last time. So, yeah, we're just going to skip that. So instead, we're just going to talk about what's going on in my experience. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm still flying high since God gave me this little mantra to meditate on. It just blesses me. Just thinking about it makes me happy. It's so funny. It's like it's giving me a shot of espresso anytime I want it. Just say these words. I know you want to know, what are these words? Well, they're personal, so I can't really share them. But I was explaining it yesterday, and it's the idea that instead of thinking about the future, just be all you've ever wanted to be now. And just let that energy, that spirit, have its way. And then in time, if God puts you in contact with certain people and you create a business, or you create a ministry, or you create some kind of creative outlet, whatever it might be, it'll be an organic development that flows from you nurturing the present. Oh yeah, baby. What is God doing now? And just aligning yourself with whatever He's doing. And I guess it's more than that. In a sense, I mean, it's always just that, because God is life, and His life energy is the source. So you don't you don't get better than that. But there's ways of accessing the power that requires new steps. And those new steps, I'm finding for me, are believing that I have all that I need now. And that empowers me to believe for other people to do the same. So I'm look at it this way. Someone recently told me how they were able to, donate to charities for underprivileged children, or situations that require resources. And what I'm talking about is kind of always living in that space. So if you've ever given to charity, and it sort of does your heart well, because you're doing something that's going to affect someone, that's going to bring someone joy, comfort, maybe even food, shelter, maybe, an adoption agency that's going to connect children with parents, whatever it might be. You feel the joy of being able to give. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Is what I do is I just live in that space, and what I'm giving is myself. All day long I'm giving myself to God for the benefit of others. Always looking for something to believe for, to live for, to take another step of love and service, and just kind of live in sort of like become the gift of charity. Just be that gift of charity. That's the best way I can explain it. So that instead of like waiting for certain things to align, and you've got this huge plan, and you're one day such and such a thing will happen. I mean, that's all fine, but there's a more excellent way. And I believe it's by staying in the Spirit of God through the protection of Jesus and His blood. Oh yeah. And just being that fragrant sacrifice, a gift to God and a gift to the world, that you are the repository of all good gifts. And it makes no sense to just hold on to all that. You have to, just like God, be a conduit for that energy and that love and those gifts to just keep flowing out of you. So let's think of like a practical situation. At work, there's always something to complain about, right? There's always something that's not quite right. Somebody's not making the right decision. Somebody is being negatively impacted by it. And so it's very easy to just kind of fall into, discussions about that with your peers, because you know better, and the people in charge who could easily make changes for the better don't. And in some cases you could bring it to their attention, but you can't keep doing it, because then they feel criticized, and they're your supervisor, and they don't want to hear you say, well, you should be doing this. And then the next day, you should be doing this. So instead, you be the change that you want to see them do in their lives. Yeah, you can't do things as a supervisor because you don't have that authority, but you can treat people with the respect that you see isn't being given by others. So that's sort of what I mean is, like, I think it was Gandhi who said, be the change you want to see in the world, something like that. That's kind of what I'm talking about. So that way, you're not looking to the future of like waiting for something to happen. because then you're just missing what you could be doing presently, which is being the love, the power, the joy, the creativity that people need all around the earth. Just be it, baby. Ow!